this is the Creole Cajun Queen, and I want to know what you're cooking, Shay. Today, guys, I'm going to do one of my childhood favorites, smothered chicken. And yes, with a nice roux. I want to show you guys how to get the roux right. Without the right roux when you're smothering foods in Louisiana, it's just not right. So I want to show you guys how I smother chicken and how I make my roux. Come on, guys, let's get started. Okay, so here are my ingredients. I have flour, bell pepper, onion, parsley, cayenne pepper, Creole seasoning, salt and pepper, garlic powder, and I seasoned some chicken breast with the bone in. It's something about cooking the smothered chicken with the bone in I just love. And over here I have bacon grease. So that I just like it to make my roux. I love using bacon grease, and it has the bacon flavor to it. You can use any type of oil that you choose, but I chose bacon grease. So come on, guys, let's start getting the ingredients into the pot. Okay, so I'm gonna lay my chicken in first with the skin down first. And I just have the fire on like a medium heat. I fry my chicken first before I smother it down into the gravy. Okay, we're gonna wash that off. Alright. Tongs. And what I do is I fry the chicken down on both sides until it browns. I may do a couple of tosses, maybe once or twice on each side. It smells good. I remember playing outside when I was around maybe 9 or 10, and you knew when everyone in the neighborhood was cooking something smothered with a roux. It just, the aroma just starts to kick up in the neighborhood. Some are burnt smells, some just delicious. So I fry my chicken on both sides and I get it to a nice golden brown, light brown. It doesn't have to be dark because you're going to smother it down anyway. But it's good with the juices and the bacon grease and everything that's being cooked in. Okay, so the chicken is brown. It's a nice color the way that I want it. And now it's time for me to remove it because I'm going to finish cooking it in my roux. And you want that grease hot like this because you're going to put your flour in. Okay? And I just spread it all over. Now, I wouldn't suggest cooking it as high and fast as I am. I'm doing it so I can actually just show you how it begins. Now, I'm not going to do a very dark roux, but the longer you stir and the longer you mix is the darker your roux. I think I'm just going to have it like a light brown for the smothered chicken. And this is my favorite part, stirring my roux, because to me it's peaceful. When I'm in here by myself and I am doing a roux for gumbo or smothered foods or anything, I love to stir. And be careful because it's very hot. And it smells good. Cooking in this bacon grease. And keep stirring it. And just let that go. And you can see it start to change colors. And it's okay if it's a little loose because it's going to also cook down and thicken up as it go along. But you can already see the color changing. Okay, this is the actual color that I wanted, which is a nice brown. I didn't want it extremely dark. Okay, and so now I'm gonna start adding in my seasoning. And I'm just gonna toss the seasoning around in my roux until it's a little soft. And don't worry if it sticks a little bit, just scrape it around, stir it around. Oh, it smells good, guys. I promise you, this smells so good. Let me hold this pot a little bit. And what I do is I spread my seasoning out in my pot. Okay? And then I start to add my pieces back in. Upside down. Upside down. Back on the skin. Back on the skin. These are thick pieces, so you would have to add a lot of liquid. I didn't say that in the beginning. I'm sorry, guys, because you're going to need that liquid. You can use chicken stock or you can use plain water because you're going to season it anyway. Okay? And start adding your water or your chicken stock in. Okay? Just give it a little toss sideways. And don't worry about how thin it is because it's going to thicken as it cooks down. If you need more water, add more water or stock. I promise you, you'll see the end results of your roux. But you have to give it time to cook. Remember, don't rush the roux. It's a process. And you scrape around the sides because sometimes the roux, it gets stuck around the edges of your pot. And what you do is you push it to the middle. Okay? I think I may turn this over. Yes, it just looks better. Turn this over. And then add in all the seasonings that I told you about at the beginning. Okay, I have my fire on 5. You see how that's starting to look? And then I cover and I let it cook down maybe about a good 30 minutes to 40 minutes, okay, on 5. And then I'm gonna come back and what we're gonna do is plate the food. Okay, you see the roux has thickened. And I just wanted to take the lid off and check my roux. I always check it. But you see how it already has thickened? And it was loose. It looked loose. But you just have to know how to measure it right. Measure your liquids against your flour. I can't wait to eat this. Okay, I already have some rice made. I'm going to go ahead and plate my rice. Grab however many pieces you want. 1 is fine for me. I'm going to sit my chicken. Ladle some of that gravy, the roux, over my rice. And I went ahead and made some smothered greens with the bacon that I had earlier. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my plate off. Okay guys, this is the smothered chicken with smothered greens. Look how that gravy looks. Look how that roux came out. So perfect. I want to thank you guys for watching my smothered chicken video today. I hope that roux, I hope you can make that roux. That roux was awesome. I want to give a shout out to Kay's Creations for my NOLA Roux Mixology shirt. And guys, please continue to subscribe and like my YouTube channel, and also visit my website. I have a lot of great things on sale, not just food. And thank you guys, and I want to know what you're cooking, Shay.